Michael has
Yeah,
been known to run the
yeah.
Wind Ranger like pretty often, but again, he's the team with the Monkey King, so I'm surprised they didn't like want to like kind of bait Minnie's Monkey King by picking up Michael's Wind Ranger, since like it is, like I said, something that they've done a lot and feel pretty confident on.
Yeah. Sam always asking who is on Ox in the chat. I have no idea what that means.
What?
It seems like hip young lingo there. I don't know. Batrider picked up next year on the side of APU Kings. That's a solid pick against basically everybody on this team.
Oh, he pinged me about it. I have no idea.
Hmm. I figure you'd know what that meant.
Probably on music. Like who, like aux was like an old boomer term for like, yo, hand me the aux cord, like when you're in the card because you're the DJ. I wonder if that's what he means. Today I learned Sammy's a boomer and not a zoomer. Very weird. Batrider pick
That's
up
why
there for
they
APU.
kicked him from four Zoomers and replaced him with a bunch of boomers.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Hmm. I like current wildcard better than I like previous four Zoomers. Anyways, I said it. Bias caster here.
I like. Well, it's because yeah, it makes sense. I understand. I like the Batrider pick here quite a bit. This
Because I'm
is
friends with the CEO.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the
That's pretty
Batrider
easy to
pick, dude.
tell.
This thing is so
Yeah.
sick. The shard, it does wonders this game. It's a huge counterplay to both Mars and the Monkey King, so you don't really feel very safe on it now. It's definitely gonna be Mini playing this in the mid lane though, which is why I'm a little bit concerned because that means you're taking Kunkka safe lane.
Mhm.
Batrider occasionally goes to the off lane, but it's just way stronger in mid. You get the XP, you need those early levels, you need to get to that 20-minute timing of like the BKB Boots of Travel shard. So we'll see what he ends up doing.
Yeah, they actually banned out the Oracle after they picked up the Batrider. It is very rare for us to see. Especially given that you already have a position 5, the Shadow Demon. Maybe they're afraid of the Shadow Demon run on pause 4 or something like that, though.
They're
They got
going through
reserve
a
time left.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I don't know what the Oracle ban was all about. I'm going to be honest. I think they need
it's
something else
against
with
the
a lot more
Batrider is
damage and
why.
lockdown. Hmm.
Like you have a
I mean, I
Batrider,
get that,
you could take the
but
Monkey King one, just pick an Oracle, and then suddenly Batrider is like pretty rough.
yeah, but then if you have an Oracle, you guys, you don't have any like physical damage all of a sudden.
I mean, Monkey King's a lot of physical damage, right? I think they're
Yeah,
anticipating one Monkey King and might be picking up a support. They could go for like another hero with the Dispel, but there's not many of those left. The main ones that from the carry role are going to be things like Phantom Lancer, Slark, Faceless Void, but Faceless Void is already banned. The Life Stealer.
yeah.
There's not many.
Like,
Not many good ones, at least.
I don't mind Lifestealer as long as Shadow Demon's always able to save him from the grip.
Oh, there's
If
the
you can
Naga
deal with
Siren, actually. That is one.
Naga
Hmm.
or which
For
team?
Infamous, it's not that bad. If you want to like pick something that can just like plague into the Batrider, but I'm not really sure what that's going to be. I mean, this could just be Sexy Fat's Batrider, honestly. All right, they go back for the Morphling. We saw Lumiere own on this hero yesterday.
We did. The only issue is again you're playing against a lot of disables on the Morphling this game. Lumiere, hopefully his reactions are a little bit quicker than Guitars, who plays a little bit safer. But we didn't see an amazing Morphling performance in either of the last two games. We just ended up getting to the late game where the enemy team didn't have a carry that could come anywhere close to matching the Morphling in game number 1 of a previous series. And in game number 2, the Morphling ended up getting caught out way too many times into the game, like 0 and 8 or something. So again, hopefully Lumiere has a little bit of a better game this time around. His team can make more space for him, but they've got some pretty aggressive heroes here on King of Kings.
Yeah, and they still have their last pick, which is very flexible here with their draft, right? They can put Batrider off lane, Kunkka mid, pick up a safe lane. They can go for honestly something like Drow's not super great into the Timber Saw, but there are some options. Pango. That's pretty good. That's a great pick.
You like it?
Yeah, Sexy Fat's great at this hero, and I think for the most part, it's not bad in lane against the Morphling. You get a lot of control
Mhm.
out of this hero for sure. Goes right through the Mars arena, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I guess it's okay. I'm not crazy about the draft on APU Kings. I think it'll be pretty easy for Infamous to be able to take this into the late game. As long as Timbersaw has a decent early game, I think it'll secure it for the rest of the team, and they'll win this one. Alone on the Mars is all right. I'm not crazy about that one either. It's not like Mars counters anyone out super hard this game. The arenas aren't going to be particularly useful against that many heroes. At the very least, you can control up the Batrider as Firefly, but that's just about it. Um, I'd probably slightly favor Infamous, both as far as players go and draft. No real solution to the Morphling in the Ultra late game. So I'm going to go for Infamous as my favorite for this.
All right. Bold prediction there, but I do like your reasoning. I think Minnie's Batrider is going to be absolutely bonkers this game. So I'm sticking with the Batrider team. I'm going to go with APU King of Kings here. This is going to be a good game either way. I think this is a very even draft. Also, just evenly matched teams in general. You know, that's what we like. That's what we like.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll hop into this one in just a moment. Again, I think the lane to watch is going to be the Timbersaws. If he has a decent start, then I'm not sure they're ever going to have a solution to them. This Morphling is just going to pop off if he's got a little bit of space. And again, no real solution to the late game. I feel like teams have been kind of getting lost in this one as far as the Kunkka Pause 1. Like, he is such a versatile hero that they forget, like, you need someone else to pick up the slack on the carrying for you if the Kunkka is going to be played on the Pause 1. And Batrider is not going to be that hero. Yes, it does do a lot of damage, but it's all magical, charactered out by BKBs, as we saw in series number 1, game 1 today.
I will say the Kunkka's build was a little bit sussy in game 1, just because he went for a little bit like a little bit of cheeky items, more single target oriented instead of going for just like the raw damage build that we see a lot of times from Kunkka. But yeah, I think the hero's pretty good. It's going to struggle definitely against the Timbersaw Monkey King lane, which I'm assuming it's going to be Timbersaw Monkey King. That should be the lane, my guess. But yeah, either way, that lane going to be pretty difficult for us, a melee strength hero to deal with. He'll probably just put an early level in Whirling Death and just constantly go for the right clicks on the Monkey King.
All right. Mid lane, Mini trying to scout things out. Affliction will end up walking up over onto him. He doesn't manage to get the disruption off onto him. I don't think they would have had a catch for him anyways. Maybe if Alone was in position, he gets a disruption and he's able to spear him back into the tier 1 tower. They could find that kill, but otherwise there's just not a chance. Nobody else was there, and he did manage to make it into the lane pretty quickly.
Affliction taunting the Roshan. I don't know why they're doing this. Oh, he's trying to give him to back. Dude, Sacred just got owned. Oh my god.
What just happened? I looked away from the Roche pit there.
Affliction was like pulling the Roche, and like Sacred followed him in, and then he just body blocked him, and Roche walked up and just bashed the Timbersaw.
I mean, he's gonna be back up to full.
Oh yeah, I know. It was just hilarious. Like, I don't know why they did it. It was just funny. They're just having a good time already. Starting the game off with some laughs, man. Good old South American Dota.
They're not friends anymore. We'll start the game off with some laughs. I open up the infamous Facebook page, and Affliction has been kicked. Crazy.
Unlucky. What can you do, you know?
What can you do?
We're going to see Alone mid lane on the Mars going up against the Batrider. This is a lane that definitely favors the Batrider, but Mars is not a hero that's particularly bad the first few levels against this hero, because you do have God's Rebuke and Spear of Mars to give yourself space. So if he tries to go for a like Firefly play, you can just go for the Spear out, but you have to pay attention to your positioning very much. It's anytime you play against the Batrider, that's just the case.
Managed to find a courier. 25 gold off on everyone on their team. A nice find there by Michael.
How much gold is that total?
It's 125.
Okay.
I'm disappointed that they have to play this position 1 Kunkka into the Timbersaw. Sacred, he's gotten reactive armor level 1. I think it might have been better off going Whirling Death. A lot of time people see them go Timber Chain. Playing against most heroes, be able to gap distance against people, and can you run at them and get right clicks off. But in this lane against melee strength, you'll probably just get Whirling Death, so you've got some kill potential. Also messes with Benny's ability to get last hits.
Mid lane.
In the mid lane, yeah.
Lone's got 10 stacks. I'm surprised Mini went for the Firefly play here. It's never going to happen against a Mars. You just build up those 10 stacks, then throw a Flame Break. You go 1-1-1, and then, you know, if he's out of position, you can go for the Firefly play. But Mini's now pretty much burned through all of his mana, and he doesn't have the bottle quite yet. So the lane's not actually going to go that easy for him here. As Alone, as we see, just throwing tons of damage out onto the Batrider.
Yeah, and Alone finishes up his bottle before Mini gets it. So we're in 2 minutes into the game. He started with just an Iron Branch of Fairy Fire here, but still has managed to find the gold for his bottle. In fact, he might just die to Alone here.
Benny goes down bottom, Benny gets Michael bottom thanks to a Torrent play there set up from Serum. So first blood goes the way of APU. Very nicely done.
Dude, Alone is absolutely bodying Mini here in the mid lane. This is insane.
Yeah, I think Mini kind of hurt himself with that Firefly level 2 play. It's never going to work. It works against certain heroes if they don't have any mobility or something, but you're against a Mars. He has 2 spells to create distance.
Alright, I'm Brent. He's just going to go for upgrade his magic stick into a magic wand, playing against Mini inside this lane, but he's in an advantageous. Whoa. Oh my god, Ricky.
You all right now?
Advantageous position. No, I'm not, apparently. Yeah, advantageous position here up against the Batrider, as he's already forced him through all of his bottle charges. So, Mini, I think he's going to go try to grab the bounty rune over from the Mars. But still, spending a lot of time outside the lane. Is it missing?
Lane. They get another kill onto Michael. A second one now for the safe lane Kunkka.
Yeah, not great.
I'm surprised. I thought this was going to go a lot more difficult, but they've managed to make it work with the Bane, and he's got that early Helm of Iron Will, so you just sustain the lane very easily. Kunkka with the X marks back to base. He'll be fine.
Yep.
The illusion rune on this Pango set is funny because you just see like 3 birds running around.
I didn't even realize the set had birds with it. Pay attention.
Yeah, I really wanted this set. I wish I got it. This thing is cool. Can
you not get it anymore?
No, it was like a cash set or something, I think. Like an ultra rare, I think. I don't remember.
Non-tradable?
Yeah.
Mid lane. Michael was rotating in, I think trying to help secure these water runes. He did end up getting one anyways on Mini, who is doing a little bit better inside this lane now, but still pretty big advantage for Alone.
I mean, he's got more denies than he has CS, so Mini very much struggling here. You do have the like level 4 now.
Better than he was doing a moment ago. Still better than a moment ago.
I guess you could argue that top lane Affliction with the rotation with the help of Michael, looking to get a kill here onto the Snapfire, but they just don't have the damage. Cookie on forward, maybe just getting aggressive here onto the Monkey King. He doesn't have Boundless Strike to be able to do anything, and Sexy Fat, he's got a Swashbuckle, doesn't even need to use it. He's just going to use it to escape instead. Scatterblast in one. Lumiere and Affliction need to be a little bit careful to be able to pop the stick, heal himself back up. Salve comes through as well from the Snapfire, but that's the earn refresh there from Sexy Fat, and now Lumiere goes back in.
Yeah, he's going to commit
Cookie
forward.
on forward, gets a stun, gets the disarm as well, and Morphling, he's going to hunt for the Snapfire, but
he's not going to find him. With 280 movement speed, he's not going to be able to run him down. Snapfire has another 20 on him. Sexy Fat didn't want to chase that one, though, even though he's got the urn charges.
Shadow Demon knows. He thinks he's here somewhere, but hasn't found him.
Yeah. And I think that he's just going to run underneath the tower, get himself killed after that 30-second window passes. So if anyone not familiar with that, it used to be 20 seconds. As long as you don't take damage from 20 seconds of heroes, then it ends up being a split bounty. Nobody gets super far ahead. It goes off on everybody on the enemy team. You wait 30 seconds now, though, so I'm trying to discourage people from going for plays like that, but in this case, it was optimal. Otherwise, you have to walk all the way back to base. You spend too much time off the map, and some of your allies are probably going to need you. And he actually opts... All right, this is optimal as well. He opts to walk back to lane rather than TP, because if he TPs back to land, and somebody can go for a dive onto one of his teammates underneath the tower, and he's not going to be able to help them. This is such a small thing you do, but makes massive difference in games.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen a support just instantly TP back to a lane after like dying or something, and then they can't do anything for the next like 2 minutes. Bottom lane, Benny, he has the boat. He's going to pull Sacred right back into it, but he doesn't time the X correctly as Sacred gets him out with the Timber Chain.
Yep. Still, Kunkka's doing great down here. Again, I was expecting him to kind of struggle, but the couple kills at the Bane end up grabbing just giving things up to the side of APU. Made it easier for the Kunkka to deal with the Timber Saw. And now he's got a level advantage on him.
3 points in reactive armor, so you don't really do any damage on the Timber Saw in this lane. You're playing the sustain game here, right?
Yeah.
They're going to go ahead and rotate down the Mars. Michael here as well. If they can find Benny, it would be huge. Balance Strike's not there, but the slows are going to be enough to set up for the arena. Torrance is there, but it doesn't matter. He gets the armlet toggle, trying to last as long as possible, but Benny, TP home? No way.
Oh, the man does it. They just don't have enough damage to finish him off. I mean, maybe if Timbersaw was level 6 before they did that, but they came in into that creep wave and ended up forcing him to split EXP with several heroes, so he didn't end up getting it. And they find Affliction elsewhere on the map. Sexy Fat managed to find himself a kill. Things definitely going the way of King of Kings so far.
Yeah, Mini in the mid lane here on the Batrider as well. He's going to try and grab alone. The spear off the mark. If he can get in range for the lasso, he should be able to kill him. He grabs an Invis rune, though. He does get the lasso at the last moment, though, and there it is. The burning lasso damage, just so much inside of that. Ooh, disruption, is it enough? 5 napalm stacks, still trying to get the kill, but Firefly expires. There's going to be the flame break. Throws him right back into the fray. Snapfire going to pop there to the poison attacks. And Serum goes down to Sacred. So you end up losing 2 in the mid lane. Not the Batrider, but both supports fall.
Yeah, you get the Mars. It's not bad. So overall, I mean, I think if you're keeping Mars off the map for a while, you're doing pretty good. Unfortunately, Morphling has managed to make it to the top of the net worth chart the time that you took to make some of these things happen. It's no longer Benny sitting there on the Kunkka, and the Morphling will outscale the Kunkka as this game goes on. So he's kind of going the way of Infamous as far as that goes. Morphling is going to take a while to get there, though. Timbersaw's not doing as well as he needs to be this game is one of the biggest issues that I was talking about in the draft.
TP coming
and
bottom.
Looks like he's about to drop.
They have a flame break. Try to pull him right back in. There's going to be the Chakram doing a decent chunk of damage, but Mini, I think he's going to be able to chase him down here thanks to this damage. Temper Chain one more time. Wait, he kills Kunkka! Oh, no. All right, that is an unfortunate armlet toggle there as Sacred just sends him with a tip, too. Morphling going down top lane. Rolling Thunder plus the Snapfire. They've also got a Spirit Vessel completed on Sexy Fat already.
Yeah, bottom lane. They end up finding the kill off on the Batrider. Michael rotating down here.
He's got so much experience.
Yeah. I mean, it's level 8 Batrider, and these are 2 sub-level 6 supports, so. Actually, before, underneath level 4, when they found that kill there, so. Kills happening on both sides. Definitely decent for the supports, but anytime the Morphling's dead, you are more than happy on King of Kings. And they're going to move Timbersaw back down here and they keep the 2 supports, meaning they're trying to take this tier 1 tower. And I'm not sure they're going to be able to trade for anything on the side of King of Kings. Too late to set up underneath the tower. Batrider's TP is still on cooldown. Sexy Fat was sitting at pretty low HP and need to come back to base, so they're going to get this one uncontested and not have a chance to put damage to any other towers while they do.
All right, tier 1's going to fall very easily. And take a look at mid lane. We've got, I almost said Kataro. We just watched Kataro Morphling, but Lumiere's Morphling, as he went for a Falcon Blade. I'm assuming he's just like finishing. Oh, hold on. What do we got going on here? Affliction gets Nightmared up, unable to make it out. Rolling Thunder gonna come through to help secure the kill here onto the Shadow Demon. Oh nope. My goodness, he just dies to the neutral creep. Oh, well played by the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, Affliction, he's just a god gamer. What can you do? Band's built different. At the very least, they're getting some damage to the top lane. Benny actually backs away from the tier 1 tower, though. I think afraid of the Mars DBing in on him and
They've got
finding
a
a
Fiend's
chaos
Grip
and
here.
getting on him.
Looking for Lumiere. He ends up just coming right up onto the high ground. Nightmare is there. The follow-up, though, it's going to be the Chakram for the Timbersaw, and Michael just trying to chase down the Bane. He's trying to go for maybe a little bit of a deny, but just grabs one creep before he goes down.
At least a nice kill there from Morphling. With a little bit more net worth under his belt. Getting close to this Yasha will increase his farming speed, but for now, Kunkka still quicker than him, thanks to this Tidebringer. He's just a super fast farming hero. Because of that, he feels really strong, but again, his single target hero damage is not great. As a position 1 anyways.
I mean, he's going to grab himself the Illusion Rune. As the Boots of Travel done, I'm assuming trying to get to that Blink Dagger here fairly quickly.
Ooh.
Is it completed? No, not yet.
Sacred Timber Chain right into Mini here. He tried to end up interrupting that Timber Chain.
He's been off on the Flame Break timing for that. That's like the second time now that Timbersaw has been able to Timber Chain away when he definitely shouldn't be able to. Actually, he's coming bottom with alone. Tumbler totally in, gets the Illusion Rune, but it ends up pinning the right Batrider into the wall.
Yeah, either trying to dodge that. I think he was trying to do that in such a way where it gets outside the arena. His Illusion managed to make it out.
You can...
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, but you can also just, like, hope the Illusion tanks the spear and then you're fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Mid lane, Lumiere easily dodging out the X-Boat.
I didn't realize you could get your Illusion Rune outside of the arena with that, though. That's interesting. That means you can get your hero out, too, right?
If you get lucky, potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Neat. Dota 2 is cool, Ricky.
Pretty cool game. Yeah, I agree.
Everyone's hanging around the mid lane, but we're not going to see too much action, it looks like. Morphling wanting to farm up still. Kunkka, I think he wants to finish up... what is it he's working on right now? Oh, just sending himself out an Ogre Club.
Batrider finds a Shadow Demon. He should be able to take down Affliction here. Just a matter of time. But the Spirit did buy him a little bit of space. Rolling Thunder comes through. Ends up interrupting Sacred's Timbersaw. They've got the Spirit Vessel there as well. The Cookie going to be able to stun him up. Plus the Torrent. The Chain Stuns are there. And Timbersaw going to go down. Sexy found on the backside. Chasing from Mar. Looking to go on top of Michael's. Monkey King. Again, the Spirit Vessel is a lot of damage. But I don't know if they have any way of continuing this chase. Well, okay, you do if you just throw another Spirit Vessel. That'll do it. Monkey King will go down. Sexy Fat gets himself 2 more charges on that vessel. On the backside, oh, Serum's caught the Morphling and he's got a Fiend's Grip. He needs help. Alone comes in, gets the spear right on top of the Bane. Team unable to help him, but he is kind of tanky here on the Bane, and now Alone in a bad position as the Batrider just gonna be able to run him down with the help of Benny. Affliction now, he just respawned. He's got the Spirit Vessel. 1 more kill for the Pangolier. A series of deaths here for the side of Infamous. Meanwhile, APU lose absolutely nothing.
Yeah, losing one hero after another there. At a certain point, they just need to, like, get back and not try to engage them at all. TP to the top lane. I mean, it's shoved all the way into the tier 2 tower, and there's no way for APU to get back up here, to get up to that zone. Morphling, I feel like, could have just left up there, but instead, they kept on trying to push their luck. So, tunnel visioning into the enemies, and definitely going the way of King of Kings for it.
Taking down Sacred there is massive. He has been pretty much uncontested this game. Like, he did have 1 death earlier, but for the most part, like, starting to snowball in typical Timbersaw fashion. But that Rolling Thunder coming through, hitting him at just the perfect timing, setting up that kill is massive.
They've got the Spirit Vessel complete as well. I have like a decent number of charges on it from the Pangolier. So Morphling and Timbersaw both have their work cut out for them. I don't feel like Timbersaw won his lane as hard as he should have this game. I know I keep going back to that point, but it makes the game so much harder for Infamous because of it. This guy's supposed to be making you space, but instead he's just getting run out by enemy heroes.
Sexy Fat does have the Blink Dagger now. That just got delivered off the courier a moment ago. So this hero
at him again.
That much scarier. It's going to be Affliction here on the Shadow Demon that ends up catching the gank, though. So Sexy Fat not going to be able to really chase after the Timbersaw as a result. So nicely done there by the Shadow Demon.
And he gets out of this one as well. Top lane, Benny pushing without a care in the world. This guy is getting away with way too much, and Morphling again wasted a lot of time after that previous team fight, just trying to run away from the Kunkka as he found kill after kill. Getting closer to the Mantis style he's working on now, but that doesn't really change the ability to fight into the enemies. It'll deal with a disarm coming up from the Pangolier. It can Manta dodge some stuff, but it's not like a game changer. No, I don't see Infamous being able to fight for the next, like, at least 10 minutes.
They've got Haste here on alone, maybe looking to go back behind the tower, but Mini, not that easy of a kill. Also, just the TP response that could come through would be huge. I'd like to point out Snapfire is going to go the Brown Boots stick into Aghanim Scepter, and he is less than 1,000 gold away.
That's pretty good.
It is a good game for it indeed. Sexy Fat comes in, gonna find Sacred here. Rolling Thunder connects. Mortimer Kisses are there. The blink to restun. Nice save by Affliction. Is he gonna time it on the stun though? He does indeed. Spear Vessel back out onto the Timbersaw, and Lotus Orb able to dispel it. Here comes the X into the boat, and Sacred. You can't escape this time. Too many ways to stop it. Affliction will get the TP out though. The kill that they want is the kill that they get.
Yeah, Sam could have gone for the Fiend's Grip to interrupt that one, but he actually opted not to use it. I think he's more concerned about either this Mars or the Morphling.
Well, they smoked and they see Morphling, yeah, underneath that ward, and that holding the Fiend's Grip may pay off for them.
Managed to get out just in time, but they know exactly where he's going, over to the next camp in the triangle. Too easy to read these farming patterns, and with the Observer dropped.
Nicely done. He gets this Nightmare into the Fiend's Grip, but instantly canceled from an adaptive strike. Serum just slightly too slow on that one. A Sentry's going to come down to go for the D ward. It will protect that ward for the moment. They'll just deny it.
Yeah. He goes for the Fiend's Grip
Sacred.
when the projectile is in the air.
He wants it. Boundless strike in for the Monkey King. Perfectly placed. Bane can go for the Nightmare play, but no chance he gets out of this one. Just surrounded by 3 heroes. Chakram will finish off the kill. Now Sacred continuing the aggression here, looking for more. You do have a lasso on the Bat Rider, though. This gets scary. Rolling Thunder comes through, holding him down for the first time. Chain Stun going up for looking for more. They find the Mars, and there it is, the lasso. You're going to end up finding 2 kills for this now. Infamous, they thought they had the momentum for a moment after taking down the Bane, but the cooldown's available for the side of APU.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think they're going to be able to fight for the next 10 minutes here. You've got way better team fight than these heroes the early game. The only person that was going to bring you through into the late game with this Morphling come online is the Timbersaw, and he did not end up winning his lane. In fact, his 3,000 net worth behind the Kunkka, who he was supposed to beat inside lanes, and we're now almost 20 minutes into the game. So, again, I think just defensive wards, try to control as much of their... Like, try to keep vision up around their triangle so that you can catch the invasions of Kings coming in. And maybe try to control half your jungle while not, like, losing the game too hard. I think, like, winning at the moment is out of the question. I think you just try to survive until you're at, like, 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, Snapfire Ags now completed. So one of my favorite spells in the entire game. This one is so good. It scales with the level of Mortimer Kisses, right? Doesn't it?
Pardon me?
Does it scale with Mortimer Kisses?
It does.
It does, right?
It does. Yeah. The Gobble Up spit out now scale with Mortimer Kisses. Damage. I think it does the exact same.
It has the burn DPS that is set as level 3, but I think the impact damage is based on the Mortimer level. But either way, super fun ability. It actually clears creep waves 100 to 0. So you can use this one pretty easily to split push waves or defend towers. It's good stuff. I love it. He's going to go for the Blink Dagger as well. Top lane, Benny finds Sacred. He ends up just timber chaining in aggressively. Sexy Fat is here as well. This disruption is available, but Serum's looking for him on the backside. He wants to be able to just hold this Shadow Demon in place, and he's just forced to disrupt the Bane instead. And Sacred able to get away, though. Can he actually survive is the question. Timber Chain once again, but the BKB from Benny as he just continues the chase looking for him. Shadow Demon once again will just TP home, but unable to save the timber saw.
All right, honestly, that play not so bad. Lumiere managed to. All right, if Lumiere can survive this one, okay. They forced BKBs off onto 2 heroes there, both the Bat Rider. Yes, Monkey King's gonna die. Inconsequential, Ricky. This doesn't matter. I know you think it does, and he's getting absolutely clowned on, but it doesn't. BKBs used on 2 heroes there. The Morphling managed to take the tier 1 tower, so it limits the space of the map that they have right now on King of Kings. It limits their ability to take Roshan as well. And Morphling continues to farm up while all this is going down. So, yes, you end up losing several heroes, but the net worth lead not increasing too much. And they're doing exactly what I was talking about. They're not losing too hard. They're not winning, yes, but they're not losing too hard.
I honestly can't wait for the chat to get to this point in this cast where they just start typing Peepo G and Copium with like everything you just said. It's going to be good stuff.
I don't know what these mean, but they sound very hurtful.
Soak up from Infamous. Head to the top lane. They're not going to find anybody, though. They've already evacuated the triangle here.
All right. They're doing the opposite of what I was talking about now. They're trying to make plays. Stop doing that.
DD Rune bottom. That's going to be pretty nice for Benny. They're smoked up themselves. Looking to go back to the top lane. They're going to scan the pit. Not going to find anything.
Yeah, but now they're going to realize that every hero is up in the top lane.
Oh, they find Serum. Disruption is there, but Michael's dead on the backside already, so 4v4 about to take away. Affliction gonna go for the TP out. Perfect stun there from Sexy Fat, as they also are gonna find the Mars as well, using that roll up in style. This dude's Tokyo drifting all over Infamous, man.
I tried to tell you, dog. You don't try to make the plays. Lumiere's alive, though.
They did get the tier 1 tower, Copium.
Yeah, unfortunately, the tier 1 in the top lane isn't worth too much. The mid lane was very valuable, as I give them access to Infamous' side of the map.
They see Sacred.
Yeah, that one not too important.
He's gonna gobble him up, dude. Yeet him. Almost. It does connect just barely on the edge. They're gonna continue the chase, looking for this hero. If they can get him, the lasso is available. Sacred, it will be connected. Of course, the Lotus Orb gonna be able to, you know, protect him for the moment, but not long enough as 5 heroes collapse onto the Timbersaw, and Sacred now with his, like, what, 5th death of the game? 6th death of the game on a Timbersaw. That is a rough one.
Yeah, but now they're gonna go for Benny. They managed to find the kill off onto him, so they get something here.
That's actually huge. The kill score, or the kill gold, ends up going the way of Michael's Monkey King, which is not ideal, but that is still pretty big. Michael is scaling on this Monkey King. He's got an Echo Saber. He's going for a BKB. Like, this guy wants to do damage. Sexy Fat predicts him perfectly on the wave, though, and he's going to go ahead and try and punish off Michael's Monkey King here. Does he have another vessel? He does. Gobble up off the mark. Ends up getting vision just for the moment, though.
He baited him so hard. He moved his illusion away and kept his hero and one of the illusions beside him. He ended up dropping the Nightmare off of the illusion on the Bane.
Sexy Fat coming in again, doing a lot of damage. Mars would love to BKB. He's finally going to get the opportunity to do so as Lumiere turns himself into a Pangolier. All right. Able to make space for the Bat Rider to get on out, and they do force the BKB on the Mars.
I wish you had seen that. Bane got absolutely gamered on. Man just started attacking neutral creeps with his hero and illusion, moved the other one away. He dropped the Nightmare on the other one, and then the Morphling just turns on the Bane immediately after that.
That's always good stuff. You love to see it.
Super sick, yeah. Didn't have to use his 9-second BKB there either, so he was forced to go like nothing but defensive items this game. But next, he's got the I have Scotty queued up. Then he's gonna start making quick work of these heroes. Kuga's really gonna struggle against that one. So you are getting into late game. We're getting closer to that 30-minute mark that I was talking about.
They found the Shadow Demon. Perfectly
Inconsequential.
done.
Inconsequential.
Inconsequential, he says. Okay. Yeah. Into the Roshan they go. Neph,
right, maybe
you're really pulling some strings here for Infamous. Holding on to every little bit, but they're going into the Roche pit. They got a little bit of minus armor from the AC. Little Shredder as well as Lucky Shot, so it should go down fairly quickly, but Infamous
BKB's back up
ready
on
to go. They might actually back out. Benny, realizing they don't actually have everything they need, just gonna pop the BKB, try to get on top of the Mars. X into the boat. It's gonna get canceled. Yeah, just BKBs to dodge it. Mini on the other side still has that lasso available, but back into the Roche pit they go on Sexy Fat. And now without those BKBs available, makes it a little more difficult. Michael face checks, his BKB is available. Torrent plus the Spirit Vessel on the mark. You will have to pop that, and in comes Sacred. The blink reveal almost bursts down Benny. He needs help and fast, but he's not gonna get it. He's gonna go down. Snapfire forced to run away. Affliction on the backside, gonna get chased down by Mini, and now Snapfire absolutely melted. Sacred with the chain stuns onto the Morphling. Do they get the right one? They do with the lasso, and he's gonna go down. Back into Roche, attempt number 3 for Sexy Fat here. Serum
Alone
does have Fiend's Grip. He tries going, but gets instantly grabbed. Monkey King on the backside will be able to interrupt him, but Sexy Fat will be there to interrupt him as well. Vessel coming off cooldown, and Michael unable to do anything. Looking for more. Sacred forced to run away. Roche attempt to go into that number 4. Give me the name of the sequel, Neff. What is it?
Roshan Squared. Return to the Roche.
Sick. I like it.
Thanks, buddy.
Goes away as Sexy Fat's Pango. Makes sense. This guy's popping off this game 9-0 and 14. It's a huge kill bounty if he ends up giving it up.
Yeah. It is a damn shame that the Morphling got absolutely blasted there. Wasted his BKB, I would say. I think it's chain stand up by the Pangolier. If he had popped into the middle of that team fight, it would have been fine, but not that tanky yet, especially with the Spirit Vessel on top of him. So what looked like was going to originally be a team fight that puts Infamous on the front foot this game, they end up turning that one around.
It looks so good, man. It was so close.
Yeah. Thanks to Sexy Fat. So nice plays by the Pango. He's got Shiva's guard queued up now, by the way, as well. So it's going to make him even harder to attribute Chef. Like, he's got this Morphling completely countered with his build.
Yeah. You have the Batrider level 20, so he's got the movement speed bonus. He's rocking the grenade right now, which I remember everyone baby raging over the grenade initially, but obviously doesn't work that way anymore.
That one is kind of ridiculous. Still, even providing extra dot in the vision, the heroes, if you try to chase them down, is pretty good.
Tidebringer Cleave picked up there for Kunkka as well. I mean, they're hitting a lot of timing. Sexy Fat gonna grab the 18 strength. Interesting over the swashbuckle damage. It is a lot of health. I'll give you that. A lot of health. Bottom lane, they have a ward. The question is whether or not it's actually able to scout any of these heroes on the other side of the tree line. At the moment, it hasn't. But they do see the Morphling illusions. They're playing in the trees. The Dire Scan, is it going to clip any of them? It does for the moment, and now a little bit scared here as Snapfire goes in to clear the wave. Benny, Torrent off the mark. They will see Sacred potentially. Oh my god, they don't. He is out. He is just right in between the two wards. Meanwhile, bottom Michael will just finish clearing up the next wave, and he is out as well.
Lumiere is getting closer to this Eye of Scotty now.
Immediately top, though.
He's in the
Serum.
top lane. Oh,
he finds Lumiere. Yeah, that's going to be a Fiend's Grip, baby.
Come on, Shadow Demon, get in there.
Mortimer kisses. Torrent, no way to save him. Nice attempt from Alone. Very sick setup there from Serum. This guy has been on point. The quick rotation. Penny yeeted right into the fray. But they will not
Shadow
find the Mars.
Demon tried to TP over to the outpost and get in to save his boy, but doesn't have a Blink Dagger available yet. He's got a lot of cast range on these disruptions, but being to play in the jungle by himself, it's too easy for him to catch heroes.
Under ward. Alone. Has to be careful here. But so does the Snapfire. Gets popped right on the arena, but there's going to be the lasso from Mini. He didn't get the BKB off. He thought he was safe. And Snapfire just standing her ground inside this Wukong's command. Michael trying to go for the chase down here, but they got more than enough physical damage. The good old high five, dude. What a taunt. Sacred's in trouble. Oh, gets the blink up onto the high ground timber chain as well, but Sexy Fat continuing the chase. They're going to be able to find Affliction as well, and Mini, I think he's going to turn his attention on over to Snapfire, try and just finish him off first. They get all 5 on the side of Infamous. They continue their domination here in game number 1. APU up 12,000 gold.
Things starting to look kind of consequential here, Ricky. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know, remember when you were saying everything is inconsequential, like all the deaths on all of the heroes of Infamous and all these big item pickups, and
Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I would say.
Oh, really?
That sounds like something somebody very foolish would say.
I see, I see.
Yeah. And they call me not foolish guy neph. Oh, the spear back
off the
How
mark.
did he end up missing it?
Oh, he gets the blink out as well. All right.
He's out of there.
This guy's feeling very happy about this game. Michael. Looking aggressive. They have a good ward here placed in this triangle, especially with all those tree cuts. They see everything.
Looks like everybody's back for now. How much longer do we got on the Aegis? 31 seconds. I mean, I think they'll just keep up the aggression regardless of this Aegis expiring. I'm gonna be real with you. They feel super strong with the Shivas. The Sexy Fat is just always on top of people setting up plays for his team. 9-0 and 16 right now.
Hey, he's owning. He's just owning. Aeon Disc is going to be sick too, because like I was saying, the reason they give him the Aegis, they don't want to give that kill spree over. Ooh, Mortimer Kisses plus the Goblet. They actually find Mini on the backside, getting that lasso onto Affliction alone. Will be able to blink out as a result. The other side of the fight, Serum found by Sacred. He's got himself a Fiend's Grip if he wants to use it, but he's feeling like he doesn't need to, as the Scatter Blast plus the Body Slam from the Lizard finds kill. Meanwhile, Sexy Fat just chatting up onto Lumiere here, forces his BKB, and he's going to have to leave. Mini looking to find him. If he can stay on top of him, he's got the shard. Yeah, there's no chance. Morphling disarmed, stunned up, brought down. 85 seconds. They've got his number. They have Gobble up in two. They got Gobble up in two. Okay, no one's there to help him. He didn't. Mini just ran away from his Snapfire, but alone, trying to hobble his way into the base.
Leave him alone. Come on.
He forced the BKB. Mini able to get out. All right.
But there's your BKB gone on Mars as well, and that one is going to hurt.
Michael cut yet another creep wave, and he doesn't get the courier, but he's farming on the Monkey King. You know, he's got an Orchid completed, a BKB on his way to a Basher. You know,
man, he's gonna have so much control at that point that is rough. I think the biggest issue right now is whenever the Smorfling's BKB is not up. I mean, there's just so much healing reduction coming out from the Pangolier. He's got Shiva's Guard and the Spirit Breath buff. He's just not healing when he starts attribute shifting strength.
Timbersaw chasing after the Snapfire here. Scatterblast off the mark. Rolling Thunder. I hear it on the backside, but they want to try and save the Snapfire. Big crit in from Benny. They get the kill, but it's going to cost you alone as well as maybe the Timbersaw. He doesn't have any way to stop these chain stuns, and Sacred Timber chains away, right back into the hands of Benny. A double kill. Meanwhile, Mini gets a kill onto Affliction, just burning him down with those flame breaks. You got Snapfire though, right, Neff? That's what you were gonna say?
Yeah, we got him.
Inconsequential. Everything else doesn't matter. They got the Snapfire. Is that where you're going?
I don't know why you're bringing these things up. Very odd for you to be saying these kinds of things, Ricky. I'll be honest.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Sexy Fat's going overwhelming blink, dude.
Yeah, certainly Lumiere heads up to the top lane. He finds Mini in the trees, and Mini doesn't find him, and the Dire team rejoices.
Oh, he gets the silence off with that Mindbreaker. Pretty huge. But
yeah,
he's going to continue the chase. Either way, Lasso comes out. BKB will protect him for the moment, but into the Fiend's Grip. And that is when things get a little rough. Nice Orchid there from Michael inside the arena, or not the arena, but the Wukong's command. Mini will end up falling. Sexy Fat continue the Rolling Thunder chase. Michael, BKB protecting him for the moment. They will be able to just disengage, so huge plays from the Monkey King as he takes down Mini, gets himself 1,000 gold, and they will also find Serum. All right, Michael is carrying this team on this Monkey King.
Position for Monkey with the BKB and the Orchid making plays, saving him, interrupting the Fiend's Grip. With the click of that Orchid, he did end up getting brought down his tree there from Alone. Not very nice of him.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, good job, buddy. Here, enjoy the stun.
Yeah, be a shame if I were to pull this ladder out from under you. But does end up helping him secure that kill on the Serum. And yeah, like you said, gets a Beyond Godlike spray off of Mini there. So a lot of gold going Monkey King's way, and has the Basher queued up now. So decides, fine, I'll do it myself. It's going to carry this team on his back despite being positioned 4.
We've seen it before. See what I did there?
Very clever guy, Ricky.
Yeah, I know. I try.
Roshan responds just now, but Batrider is going to be up another 24 seconds. I don't think they're going to be able to take this one fast enough.
They do get the tier 2 tower top. Nicely done. Able to slow down their...
Oh god, they're going to try. This is like a Anakin and Obi-Wan moment.
And they got a lot of damage from the Morphling. They can bring it down quick enough. And Kunkka, he's on the other side of the map. So second Roche is going to go the way of Infamous.
They don't even try to defend that one. They don't scan down at all. I guess the scan was on cooldown for another 2 minutes here. But yeah, an excellent find.
All right.
Morphling gets close to this Lincoln Sphere as well. I feel like if he buys out and just dies twice in a row, which is very possible, they could lose the game off of that. They still have a 16k net worth advantage on the side of APU King of Kings. Even though Morphling feels fairly strong and will outscale Kunkka the longer this goes on.
Sarah.
They still have a pretty big
Ward
advantage.
dropped, Affliction in trouble, X right into the Torrent. Benny comes in, nearly one-shotting the hero. Sexy Fat's going to finish him off, looking for more. Overwhelming Blinks on forward as well as a swashbuckle, but doesn't get his eyes onto anyone. Michael, though, that's a big kill if they can get him. Mortimer Kisses, just trying to force his BKB. He's able to make it away for the moment. All right, what a hero. The elusive Monkey King. On the other side of the fight, Lumiere forced to BKB, and Kunkka chasing after Sacred. He's able to get the blink away. So after all of that, they only get the Shadow Demon.
They managed to dodge. Morphling, instead of heading back to base to heal up, he's just going to take advantage of this Morbid Mask he's got, shove in the lanes. Doesn't want to get caught out by Sexy Fat, though, that's for sure. Sexy Fat actually TP's back. Looks like they're finding Michael here, but I would say, hey, you're spending a lot of time doing it, but he is very farmed on this position for Monkey King. This is a kill worth 400 gold, even though a lot of them were all there. Double damage rune found on Morphling.
That's a pretty big one. They're going to smoke up with it as well. I mean, they feel strong enough to take the fight.
But you don't have Monkey King, your true hard carry.
Yeah, they see Mini in the mid lane, though. Spirit off the mark. He knows he's behind them now. Sexy Fat here going to pop the smoke. They have vision of Lumiere. Gobble Up is available. It's going to go mid. Doesn't end up connecting, but he gets the overwhelming blink out. Going to look for more. Sacred trying to deal to chase him. Swashbuckle up onto the high ground. And now, Infamous are the ones with the APU have the vision advantage. That's an Axe Fiend's Grip. Holding him down the Morphling. He's finally going to get out of it for the moment, but you've already lost the Mars. The question is, can he hold his ground here against Benny and Sexy Fat on the bottom side of the fight? They take down Affliction. Satanic popped here on Lumiere. Nightmare going to be able to buy him a little bit of space, but again, the chain stuns are there, and Lumiere, first life is dead. Can he get out? You got a lasso. I don't think he's getting out of this one, neph. Silence, perfectly timed into the Torrent. Lumiere sidelined for 95 seconds.
Not by himself. He can't do everything. And again, the Aghanim Scepter on his Bane. Everybody itemizing for this Morphling, realizing that he is going to be the only threat. It doesn't help they didn't have Monkey King for that team fight. Don't get me wrong, but nobody else is able to do anything. You look at the damage that came out in these team fights. All Mara's Shadow Demon and Timbersaw really did there was die. 4,300 damage from almost 4,400 damage.
They
there.
found the Monkey King. Gobble Up on in.
No.
Michael, forced to pop the BKB. Mini here as well. He can go for the Flame Break spam. That's exactly what he's going to do. Forcing the TP out. He's going to have to go all the way back to the base, which this will not finish him off, but Sacred mid lane. Got to be careful. There it is. The roll right on in. Chain stuns here. Nice build to save him with that Shadow Demon disruption, but they've got so much to follow it up, and Timbersaw is dead. Fiend's Grip onto the Mars on the low ground, and Affliction just getting chased down by the monkey or by the Bango some more. 3 heroes dead. They get the buyback on Sacred, looking to try and take down the Pangolier for the first time. Cookie onto the low ground. He makes it over the wall, but chased down from Sacred. Nightmare is enough to save him. It is not. Finally dying for a 1,300 gold bounty, going the way of Michael.
Well, I wasn't sure that would happen this game, but they do manage to defend for now. And they've still got Fortify available. And
he's in trouble.
13 seconds.
He gets gobbled up,
they can hold his
spat
racks.
out. Yeah, they will be able to hold the barracks, it looks like. So Infamous refusing to give up here. They found Mini. Beautifully scouted by Michael. And that kill goes the way of Lumiere's morphing.
All right. So if you, oh no, the siege creeps are on the range racks right now. They're actually bringing it pretty low. If nobody deals with the range racks, will go down.
He's got
Dude,
it.
they're about to lose the range racks to.
He's got it. Look at this. Affliction's so good.
All right, I was never worried. Range racks survived with 16 HP, so that means the waves will not push it naturally. Very well played. Man ran the numbers and summoned those illusions in order to deal with the catapults. Well played. And now Lumiere and Michael trying to scout out anybody they can find inside the enemy team's jungle while they're missing 2 heroes, but they don't end up connecting with anything.
Sacred's getting some decent damage done on this bottom tower. Able to clear
they
up
get the
that
mid
wave
as well.
easily. So all of the tier 2 towers are now dead for APU.
They're bringing things back a little bit, and you get the chance to pick up these tier 4 neutral items. Double damage rune spawns on the bottom side of the river as well. If they could take a fight with this one on the Morphling, they might be able to get it, but again, he needs a little bit more out of his team. You got Sheepstick now on Sacred, so he'll be able to provide a little bit more in these team fights, but again, this Timber Saw has not had a good game.
No, not really. Tier 4 neutral items. Let's see what we got here. Mars with the flicker. Pretty good. Morphling's got himself a leveler. Fantastic job for him. The Radiant. Spell Prism on the Pangolier. That's big. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. He went the Rolling Thunder talents as well, so very strong. What is that? That is an interesting voice line.
It's like PvP is like crying. It's like QQQ.
I
Yeah.
see, I see.
Yeah. It's a funny haha.
So it is a funny haha. I like it.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll see people in the South American Dota fans spamming in the chat when their teams lose. The Chompex does it a lot. Shout out to Chompex, by the way. Big fan of that guy.
Yes.
Actually explained to me in the PvP meme, which is why I know.
I do see him spam it quite often, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of cope when his favorite teams are losing. Man is very passionate about his SA teams.
So this is interesting. They've gone for the Flaming Lasso cooldown at 25, which does bring the cooldown pretty low. But a lot of times we see people go the Firefly duration just so that that uptime is that much more. But I guess they're just wanting to play more with those ultimates.
I think they really want to catch people out by themselves and be able to commit this onto the Monkey King and then still have it for the Morphling by the next time they're taking a team fight. So if he's going for the cooldown reduction with the Octarine core, then I guess he wants more cooldown reduction of the Firefly, or sorry, the from the Lasso cooldown. You also have a decent amount of damage coming out from Sexy Fat this game. And while the Firefly does help you keep your damage up in these team fights, if Sexy Fat's got like, if 65 is playing a game this good where it's like 14-1, he's got overwhelming Blink, Shivas, and Maelstrom, then you can let him take the task of doing a little bit more damage. They go for more utility and shit like that.
All right, we got the G's are out, back into the game. Refresher Orb picked up for Mini. This is one of the strongest late game items for a Bat Rider. This thing owns.
Yeah. So now he's got double lasso to deal with him. They've got Aghanim Scepter on Bane as well, so it becomes super difficult to interrupt the Fiend's grip if he managed to get off on a Morphling. And Morphling is the only hero that's really doing damage in these fights, so with all those things to consider, it kind of makes sense to go all in on like these single target abilities or having as much uptime as possible on the lasso.
Smoking up his 5. They do have the Lincolns just recently completed on the Morphling, so that is actually pretty useful. They might be able to bait out a big spell with that one. It looks like Infamous able to bail out of bottom lane completely to dodge out this smoke gank, though. That being said, Serum's gonna walk right into the Timber Saw. He gets the blink out. He is safe, and with that Timber Chain range, he's so fine. But Bat Rider gets the lasso instead. Ascetic's cap there was available, though, to be able to reduce that duration, and now he's looking for more. He's got this Refresher if he wants to use it. He's gonna have to. Alone goes down to the backside. Arena not really gonna connect on anything. Sexy Fat able to dodge it out, but they find Serum on the Bane. Can they bring him down in time? The Hex is there. They do get him finally. A 1-for-1 trade. Lumiere gonna pop that Satanic, turn his attention on over to Mini, and he's gonna be able to get him. No, he gets a miss. Finally ends up falling. So far, Infamous ahead in this fight. If they can take down Sexy Fat, it would be huge. This guy has done a lot this game on the Pangolier. Aeon Disc gonna be able to buy him a little bit of space. Timber, all right, gets the Swashbuckle out. Blink as well. Going for this, the TP, but stunned for the moment. 4 heroes about to fall potentially here on the side of APU. He's got the Rolling Thunder back off cooldown. Never mind, Sexy Fat.
This guy is just impossible to deal with. They cannot catch him. Michael, he's going to try. He's got a lot of vision. He's looking. He might like to turn this on Michael.
Never mind. No chance.
Oh no, he dropped the Spirit Vessel in order to stop him from doing the tree
Oh,
dance.
Sacred got him with a Hex. What a play by the Timber Saw, reading it perfectly.
Oh,
no
Sacred
buyback
finally
available.
Coming in clutch. Oh my god, you're right. No buyback on him or the Batrider. They'd be able to close this one out. In fact, the creeps are here in the mid lane. They've used their Fortify already as well. It's on cooldown for 2 minutes. You can just go for this tier 3. They can go for every tier 3. They can even go for Throne.
They're just gonna go
That's
Throne.
what they're going to do.
Dude, unbelievable.
The single
with a
range crit, the rest are
massive
in here
disadvantage.
now.
They're still making it happen. Benny comes in, gets a big crit, unable to find the kill, but they get hexed right away. Gobble up, sends him in the Mortimer Kisses. Coming through as well. Benny needs some help. He got that BKB, but he's just purged up. Cookie trying to make some space, but he is in so much trouble. Fiend's Grip there from Serum, able to take down alone. He's got buyback available. Nightmare gonna catch the Morphling. Can they actually hold the base? It's a buyback from Benny. Is it enough? They find the Timber Saw. The break comes through from Benny. He takes him down. That one's a dieback. Michael underneath the throne. Drops a massive Wukong's command. They're going for the throne. Can they do it? Lumiere doing his absolute best. Silence on to the Snapfire. Mini comes in on the Batter. Gets the last of it bashed up. The Wukong's command is doing too much work. Can he get the refresher off in time? He does. The second lasso. He gets bashed instead. He's gone. Monkey King goes down. That's a dieback on the Gunka. And Infamous take game 1 in an incredible fashion.
Bringing it back from the brink there, not having buyback on this Pangolier. I mean, he goes down only 2 times this game, but he was so important to every single team fight. They did not have ways to deal with the Morphling without him, and that's all it ended up taking. No Pangolier for a single team fight, him making a mistake, and that clutch play at the very end by the Timbersaw. Sacred, he knew exactly what items he needed to be able to contribute to this game. Getting on top of him with that Hex is exactly what ended up being enough for them to close this one out, and against all odds, it did end up being inconsequential here, Ricky. Infamous, they win game number 1.
They barely did. I don't know how this happens, man. The thing is, a little bit of a targeting issue, I think, at the end of that final fight. Like, every single time we've seen the Batrider, like, intentionally go for this Shadow Demon, and we see what happens when he doesn't. Like, they go onto the Timbersaw. He ends up wasting his first lasso, the entire BKB duration, and then a second lasso doesn't come through at all. So just fantastic plays there from Infamous, just playing in that open area. And APU, I mean, the whole time, all their fights were based off of hitting these like big single target spells, and it just doesn't happen. So really well done by them.
Yeah, well, that is going to be it for the first match. King of Kings, they need to bring it back after this next one, man. That was quite the way to lose after winning that hard for that long, and especially considering like Lumiere. It looked like he was going to bring this back for a little while. They ended up getting absolutely bodied by Sexy Fat near the Roche pit, that Rolling Thunder. And then they end up just falling apart in the end, despite Sexy Fat trying to get away. It's all it took, and Infamous.
Yeah, looking good. We're going to go to a short break, everyone. We'll be
throne.
back with game number 2 of this series in just a moment. Stay tuned.